Hi guys, my name's Dean and I'm a healthy lifestyle advisor for Your Health, Your Way, Nottinghamshire. Today I'm going to take you through the main component of the session. We're going to go through a sequence of 10 exercises with a mixture of cardio and resistance, and with the help of these guys we'll show you how to regress and progress the exercise so you can figure out what intensity level you want to work to. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, thanks, if we talk through equipment that you might need, these guys, we've got dumbbells, you might have a resistance band at home, or try to look for anything in your house that might weigh a little bit of something. So grab some tins from the kitchen, some water, some bottles, all that sort of thing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is a resistance exercise. We're going to work to a minute, followed by 45 seconds of cardiovascular to get the heart going, back into your resistance exercise. So as I'm talking through the exercise, you can carry it on, and then when I tell you to change, we'll go for that. Okay, so the first exercise, if we start with the shoulders, we're going to do a lateral raise. Okay, so Darren, if you want to pick up the dumbbells for me, you guys as well. Okay, so the movement, we're going to look to extend out to about parallel to the floor and slowly back down. Okay, so if we come up and slowly back down. Okay, if we need to, guys, we can take a seat for this one. So if you want to take a seat. Okay, so just to make it a little bit easier, so same movement, but we're on the floor for this one. Okay, Anita. If we feel like we want to make this a little bit harder, we're going to chuck in a front raise as well. So we're coming out. As we bring them down, we're coming up at the front. Okay, so we're going for around about a minute, guys. If you've started that, we'll sort of count you down. Keep going, Darren. Good. So make sure we've got that good posture, shoulders back, we're tucking in our stomach as we do this. Perfect, good. Another 20 seconds then. So again, if you want to make this a little bit harder, just slow your tempo down, hold it in that upright or outright position for a couple of seconds before we lower. We'll go for 10 more seconds, perfect. Bringing in them core muscles, sucking it back as well. Okay, good, so if we've got any weights, guys, we'll put that down. We're gonna go 45 seconds just into a light march for me. Okay, so the way to adjust your tempo on this is, if we wanna make this a little bit harder, we're looking at bringing our knees higher. So hip width apart, again, keeping your shoulders back and tucked in, okay? Again, I want you to judge how you're feeling already. Just go for a light march. Again, if we feel like we want to increase it, going over to a meter, we can take this into a light jog as well. So just picking up your tempo a little bit more, okay? Good, we're holding that for about 25 more seconds, guys. So just get familiar with how you're feeling. Good, ready to work on the next one. 15 seconds. Perfect, remember, bring them knees up a little bit higher if we feel like we can. Last 10 seconds. Good, we're back on the weights then, guys. So picking up your dumbbell or your resistance band. If it's a resistance band, you're trapping it under your feet. We're going for exercise for your bicep curls. So again, keep that posture, stand nice and tall, keeping the elbows in and down, bending from your elbow somewhere up towards your shoulder. Okay, so following Darren on that movement there. Taking into account how important your tempo is on this. If we feel like we can, we're slowing it down. Working on a 3 seconds upwards, 5 seconds downwards to make that a little bit harder again. Okay? Good. Keep working that. Go for around about 30 more seconds. Good. 15 to get in the last few. Last 5, then we're going to go back into a cardiovascular exercise. Okay, 2, 1, good. Into some half jacks for me then, guys. So we're looking at standing, taking one foot out to the side as we raise the hand up as well, back to the center, and then out to the side again. So Anita's going to do this with some dumbbells in her hand to make this a little bit harder again. Good. All about your tempo again. So if we feel like we need to slow it down, go a little bit easier, just go a little bit slower. Good. And if we really feel like we can do it, I need to put the dumbbell down and give me a full star jump. So we're really starting to increase your heart rate here. As you can see, bringing both your feet out at the same time, and bringing them arms up. Okay, so slightly shorter on your cardio ones. We're going to go for about 20 more seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're back into our weighted exercise now then, guys. So, okay, don't put the real resistance down for me. Grab that under your feet. Okay, so keeping your eyes on Darren. This is a bent over row. So, looking at keeping your back nice and tight, pulling the elbows back in this position here, and then we're rowing upwards like that, keeping the elbows in nice and tight. Okay, so this can be done with a resistance band as well. Perfect. So just keeping that bent position there. Good. Perfect. Keeping that there. So as we come up, squeeze your back together. So this is an exercise for the back, and Anita's going to demonstrate a reverse fly for this one as well. So slightly more difficult, but you can see instead of bringing the elbows upwards and keeping them in, bringing the hands away from the body, widening that stance. Okay. Again, 2-second rule. If we can go 2 seconds down, hold for 2, 2 seconds up, really nice and slow, you'll start to feel the engagement of the muscle that little bit more. Good. We'll try and aim for around about 8 to 10 more reps in the 30 seconds that we've got. Perfect. Just to demonstrate a different way of doing this as well, if you've got in your space where you're working, somewhere where you can sit down. So if you want to just sit down for me, okay? Legs out in front, wrapping the resistance band around. You can go for a low row as well, and then just pulling the elbows back as well. Perfect. Okay, so we can go with that if we're near a sofa or a chair. Good, last couple of seconds, guys. Good, okay, straight into our next cardio one then, guys. So just to demonstrate this, we're looking at bringing both arms out in front as we step back. Okay, so there, back, and getting that little bend of the knee if we can. Now to make this harder, we just look at increasing that stance, going back a little bit further, and also getting our speed as well. Are you happy with spotty dog? Yeah. So to increase your cardio level on this one, Anita will demonstrate going for that spotty dog movement as well. Okay, so jumping up. But if we feel like we're starting to find the intensity we're happy with, just sticking with this exercise here. If we do struggle anywhere with back, knees, hips, we can just look at keeping the legs straight and just tapping back that way a little bit with the foot. Okay, we can drop the arms, we can keep the arms down by our side again if we feel like we need to. Perfect, guys, give it 10 more seconds. Okay, perfect. Okay, next we're going to work the chest then, guys. Okay, so a couple of different ways to demonstrate a chest exercise for you. If you want to grab the resistance band, wrap it around your back. Go from there. Further down. Okay, so this works well on a wall. If you're a little bit upright on the wall, pressing on the wall, yeah. Or we can go with the resistance band exercise. So in the seat as well, again, if you've got a sofa near you. Okay, good. Hands over the top and just pushing out. Okay, good. So we can see from the resistance band exercise, we're starting to work the chest muscles, and these guys here working them different inclines. Again, depending on what you've got in your space, be it a wall, something a little bit further down. We're looking at press ups from a slight incline. Okay, so you can see Anita further down, that's going to be much harder than what it might feel today. Okay, again, just slow that down. We're trying to keep the shoulder blades nice and tight on this one, stomach in. Good, just make you do a couple more, guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back on your feet then, guys. So rocket jumps. We're looking at, show you the small movement first, coming down and then keeping the body straight up into a rocket jump. Okay, so Darren will show you coming further down the legs, starting to drop the hips slightly as you bring out the knees and keep them tucked in, and give that little bit of a jump. Okay, what we can do if we want to make this a little bit easier, instead of going down towards the shin or toe area, give a little down towards the knee as we pull the hips back slightly up and reach up. Okay, good. Or we can look to really start to leave the floor if we're going a little bit harder. Demonstrate. Perfect. Good. A couple more then, guys, and we'll sort of give you a rest. Have that water nearby if you do feel like you need it now. good. So we can see Anita's getting right down towards the floor, really leaving the floor, down around about the shin area, Kate around about the knees. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Okay. Good. Into our squats then, guys. Working our legs for this next one. Okay. So Darren will demonstrate what a squat sort of looks like in simplest form. Bringing the hands up in front so that you keep your chest nice and high. So we're not dropping down into that position there, but again, keeping that posture and down. Okay, good. Now what we can do with this again, if you've got a seat, is our sit to stand movement. So placing the bum right down, replicating that squat movement, taking the weight off the feet by going into the chair. Good, take your time on that one. A couple of different ways, guys, if you feel like you want to make this harder. As we come down, bringing it up into a knee raise. So down into that position, bringing that knee up across the body, and then slowly back down. Again, with any of these options you see, just to demonstrate again, guys, any sore knees, anything like that, a way to take the pressure off a little bit more. If you want to stay in the seat for me, just go leg extension. So the leg extension movement where we stay in the seat, looking at bringing it up in front, straightening from the knee, keeping the toe below the knee ideally, if we can. Just bringing that off the floor. Okay, good. Going for around about 20 more seconds. Perfect. Good. Good. Okay, back into a cardiovascular type exercise then, guys. We've got 2 more for you. So tapping them heels out in front of you and looking at going at a nice speed to suit the intensity level you're going at. Okay, now we can start throwing in the arms into a bicep curl movement at the same time. Okay, good. Slightly harder as if we start to bring the arms out in front, so that front raise movement with the heel dig. Okay, we can even go back into our backward movement where we're getting nice and low as well as we bring that front raise movement. Okay, and again, just to demonstrate, we can do this seated if we feel like we need to. So listen on the seat, good, and just heels in to start with, and then if we feel like we can, we're bringing that arm movement in as well. Isn't it? Good. Okay, last one then, guys. We'll keep going on that, and we're going to repeat that through. That sequence. So a couple more. Good. 5 more seconds. And that completes round 1. What I'm going to get you to do, guys, is have a little bit of a pause, grab a drink. If we can try and keep moving just slightly where you are on the spot, just nice and small in your movements. We're going to repeat them exercises through again. How are we all feeling? Good. Right. Good. So halfway through, I'm going to work through that again. Okay, so when we feel we're ready then, guys, again, use this second round to judge your intensity. You might feel, depending on how you're feeling now, you'll be able to go for some of the harder options, or stay as you are, maintain exactly as you were, or if you feel like you need to, choose the lighter options for the second round. Okay, so the first one we're going to go back into is the lateral raise. I'm going to get Kate to demonstrate this with a resistance band now. So 1 foot on the resistance band. Okay, working to a minute, starting round 2, and off we go. Okay, good. So it's not about how many reps you do in that time. It's all about your control, feeling what you can do. Okay, looking up, chin nice and high. Good. So remembering as well, we can go for that alternating, bringing the arms out in front as well. Either way, just keep that slight bend in your arm. Okay, halfway through, guys, 30 seconds. If we are using a resistance band for this exercise, you can alter the resistance we're using just by shortening that band. So it might be that you're placing 2 feet on, or you're wrapping your hands around, making that band short if you feel like you can. Okay, 15 more seconds. There. And then, guys, we're going into that light march on the spot. So we'll look to go straight in if we feel like we can. Okay, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Straight into that march, guys. 45 seconds. So remembering, keep it nice and slow, nice and low with the knees. But if we feel like we can go harder, we're bringing them knees a little bit higher. We're sucking in our stomach at the same time. Get your abs involved. Good. 15 seconds gone. Good. Shoulders nice and loose as well. If we can get in them arms, that's always going to make it that little bit harder. 15 more seconds. We'll throw in something punching out as well. So we can go for that punching out. All three of you can go for that. Last 5 seconds. And we're going into that bicep curl. So 3, 2, 1. Good. 1 minute then, guys, on your bicep curl. Same as before. We're looking at keeping the elbows tucked in. Feet about shoulder width apart, looking forward. Good, so depending on what we're using, if you've grabbed a little bit of weight, you can always make it harder. Of course, we can just go with the movement as well if we don't want to hold anything and we feel like the arms are tired after everything else we've done, just giving it that movement, nice and slowly. Good, halfway through. Half jacks next. Good, give it 15 more seconds. 10. Perfect. Good, and 2, 1, we're into that bicep, we're into the half jacks. Okay, good. So Kate, if you want to do the seated for me, you can go again. Seated if we feel like we need to, bringing that arm up and arm out. Anita's demonstrating her full star jumps. We've got 30 seconds left. These are slightly shorter than the resistance exercises. Perfect. Good. Give it 15 more seconds, guys. Start to slow it down if we feel like we need to. If we feel like we can keep going. We're going to go straight into that chest exercise. 6 seconds. Okay, good. So our next minute, back onto our chest exercise. So the resistance band for you, Kate, is pushing it out. Okay, we can do it from that seated again. Pick your incline, go to your wall, get down lower if we feel like we can. But this is for a full minute we're trying to do this. Again, not about your repetitions. Doesn't matter how many we do. If you feel like we need to break it up, slow it down, that's absolutely fine. Good. Halfway, guys. Right, Anita. Good. So as we come down, we want to feel that pinch in the back. Try and squeeze the front of the back, shoulder blades together. Good. Nice push up. 1 or 2 more, guys. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Good. Okay, back as we were. We're back into our cardio. So remember, it's pushing back and bringing both arms out in front, stepping further back, getting lower down if we feel like we can. Good. Or the spotty dogs movement, what Anita's demonstrating. Okay, so bringing both legs out. That scissor type movement. Good. Good, 15 seconds. Down, switch to a lateral raise as you're doing that. So you can go arms out as well. Big fat out on. Yeah, you can. Good. We'll go 5 more seconds. Okay, good. So onto our back exercise again. So we had the bent over row demonstrated from Darren. Okay, keeping it nice and tight. Remember, we can do this with the resistance band as well. Okay, back, following that movement there. 1 foot on the resistance band to make it a little bit easier. Give yourself more band. So we have the reverse fly. Good. Nearly there, guys. A few more. And we're done. Good. That takes us to halfway. Good, sticking them hips right back, keeping that back as straight as you can. See from there. And as you bring the elbows up, feel that squeeze. Go 15 more seconds if you can get a few more reps out. Okay, 5. Okay, good, into our rocket jumps then, guys. So again, depending on the level we're working at, is really how far we go down with our hands. Okay, so slightly pointing the hips back. We can go with that move up, maybe just raise the heels, or if we can leave the floor, start to get further down. Okay, good work. 30 seconds. Okay, give it 10 more, then we're into our squat. 5. Okay, good. Into our squat. We'll go leg extensions in the seat, seated, and squat with the knee lift. So try and keep your knees low and just bring it back. Always remember, when we can hold that position for a couple of seconds, start to feel it a little bit more. In around about a minute and a half time, we will be done. So we are getting towards the end now. Good. Aiming, if we can, if we're doing that squat movement, bringing the bum down to the back of the knee, so you can see Darren's getting that good depth on there. Okay, but if we feel like we really can't get there, don't worry too much if we can just get a little bit of a drop. We'll try and keep your knees tucked in, we're not coming out to the side. Okay, we'll go 3 seconds, good, and then we're into them heel digs. Last exercise, and guys, 45 seconds into them heel digs. We've got the arm movement in as well, if we feel like we can. Okay, so anything from a bicep curl, front raise to make it a little bit harder outward, or we can go for a lateral raise as well. Good. Last little bit, keep that intensity there. $15 seconds. Last 5, perfect. 3, 2, 1, and grab yourself a drink, guys. Okay, well done, guys. Okay, so that completes the main component of it. We're going to pass you on now to a cool down just to help drop your heart rate a little bit more. Okay, thanks guys.